Ramble.
Thank you to Best Fiends, Hello Tushy, Honey, and Kiwico for sponsoring today's episode.
So, Ariel got me joggers that are made out of khaki.
Wow, hello, ring ring. Is it 2019?
Oh
Ned
my
has
God.
arrived.
Yes.
Nice.
Wait, is it a 2019 style? Am I already behind trend?
I think.
Should I do a middle part?
Well, wait, how drop crotch are they? Because that's what I think is gone.
I asked,
Yeah,
I
for
said,
sure.
so they're drop crotch khakis? And she said, no, they're not drop crotch.
Nice.
So
Just-
then I'm not sure what they are now.
It's a pickup crotch.
when you
But
say
they have to be bunchy around the ankles if they're joggers, right?
Yeah, that's the whole like elastic on the ankles thing.
That makes you. I've heard that
problem?
that's like a rich guy thing.
I
is
don't
that-
like
Whoa, rich
I don't
guy
like
thing.
elastic on
Yeah.
my
So Ned,
ankles.
you're doing just fine.
Well, shoot, guys, where's my boat?
You need to get one of those $250 white T-shirts. There's
Yeah.
nothing different about it other than it costs
Just
more.
the worst.
All right, we've all been in a store and you've seen that like plain white tee that is too much money to spend. But then, have you ever tried it on?
I've never tried it on.
Never tried it on.
Good.
Yeah?
You ever seen Dwayne The Rock Johnson? You think he's wearing just a Hanes?
Wow,
Shout out
you
to Hanes.
think I
would
have the
love-
same body as Dwayne The Rock Johnson? I'm not going to look the same in a white T-shirt.
You don't, and you won't.
I won't.
But you'll look better.
That's
Really?
true.
I think so.
Do you think he gets his white T-shirts tailored? Like, take it in a little on the sleeves.
Do you guys want to do like a $1 versus $1,000 white T-shirt?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Watch out, BuzzFeed 2017. We're coming for your concepts.
On today's episode, we're only going to talk about things that were relevant in 2018.
We were talking about fashion right before, guys, and now you're catching up on our fashion choices. We were just talking about men's fashion, I don't know. It's not choices.
Well,
more
because I looked at my
patterns.
closet this morning and I have, 30 some odd shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a lot or a little, but I felt like I don't want to wear any of these. And so I wore this one, which is a shirt I've worn several times before. Really, I feel like I just go back to 4 or 5 standbys. And here it is. The pandemic, I've worn nothing but pajamas for a year.
Yeah.
You'd think these be new and fresh, but I'm like,
I'm wearing an outfit I've never worn before.
That's
look
cool. You look
cute.
cute.
Wearing
You
an
look
outfit I've
cute.
never
You
worn
look like
before.
Kelsey Dara.
Thank you.
I was going to say you
true.
look like a sim. Just like the outfit that like a sim could have.
I'm thrilled to hear that
Yeah,
too.
you know?
This is a shirt. It was from Metallistock. It was in a box of my dad's old concert shirts, and it's a triple XL.
Is it a
It's way
Metallica
too big
shirt?
for me. Yeah,
Metalla stock.
Metallica. It was a festival.
Is
Or
that
like
a
like a one day?
I thought it was like an off-brand Metallica.
You know what I'm seeing right now? There's like, and this is something I think of when I think of cooking and recipes, is when you have a lot of loud things, or in recipes, a lot of strong flavors. Somehow they all like cancel each other out and it doesn't look loud anymore. Like everything you're wearing,
I'm wearing
I
a
would
lot
say,
of
is
stuff.
loud. Like
Yeah.
your shoes are
Yeah.
loud, your
Yeah.
jacket's loud, the shirt's loud. The
Yeah.
pants aren't loud, but the ankles are loud. The ankles are
They're
fully.
screaming.
Sprinkles are
It's almost
mega
shin.
horning me.
It's
Yeah.
almost full shin.
That's probably too much. I should inch those down a
Talk
little
to me
bit.
about your shoes, because they are those Yeezys?
Yeah.
Those are Yeezys.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hello, 2019.
All right. So we're
again,
YouTubers now.
These are the first gen Yeezys, and
Wow,
I never wore them
trendsetter.
because the story is we're just gonna do story time.
Yeah.
Welcome to TryPod. Hear about my shoes right after this.
So you guys know I'm a dad. You know that. Oh yeah, I'm looking for ways to enrich my child's brain. I love Kiwico. Ariel and I both do. Kiwico believes in the power of kids, and that small lessons today can mean big, world-changing ideas tomorrow. With a Kiwico subscription, your kid gets a new crate full of fun science and art projects every month. As they grow up, the crates evolve and change and get more nuanced, more complex. We've assembled our own ukulele. Pretty cool. That one's for kids 12 and up, so that one's a little tricky, but it's a fun thing for you to do with your kid, whatever age they are. They'll discover, the science behind hydraulics, or you could build even a walking robot. Everything is shipped right to your door, and there's no commitment, so you can pause or cancel anytime. There's no telling what a Kiwico kid can do. Kickstart curiosity, creation, and innovation in kids today and discover a brighter tomorrow.
Get 30% off your first month plus free shipping on any crate line with code TRYGUYS at kiwico.com.
That's 30% off your first month at KIWICO.com, promo code TRYGUYS.
Welcome back, motherfuckers. So when Yeezys came out, my good buddy Adam Bianchi of Worth It fame, he really wanted these shoes, and you had to get on an app to buy them. And
like Top Shots.
it was like exactly. It was like the drop was coming, and he's like, download it on your phone so that we can get these shoes together. Like he's doubling his chances, not for me, right?
Right.
So I'm like, what size are you? 9.5. Great, awesome. So we go for it. And I get in, and he doesn't. But I do it as a 9, because I'm a 9.5. He's a 9.5/10. And he's like, dude, those won't fit me. And I'm like, oh, no. He's like, guess what? You just got a pair of cool shoes. And I'm like, which is not how Adam Bianchi talks at all.
Wait. You were doing it for him?
For
you
him.
didn't even want the shoes?
I didn't know what they were.
Wow.
I knew nothing. And so we had to drive down like an hour and a half south,
I remember
like
you had to
past
drive
Long Beach.
forever.
It was like on a Saturday, me and Adam went to the mall, we picked them up, and I'm like, whoa, I have cool shoes. And it actually began my love affair with footwear, but I never wore these because I was like, these are valuable. They're a thing.
You
and
got to keep it in the plastic box and sell it 20 years later, of
just
course.
sat in my closet, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Today I woke up and I said, I'm putting them on.
Is this the first day?
I've worn them a handful of times, but not really. I don't know. It felt not cool
You
to
have
wear
some
them.
that look
And then
similar, right?
he
That you wear a
also-
lot?
Maybe I don't know. He also I was like, I don't want to support him with my feet.
Right,
I don't want to
yeah.
be. But then today I was like, you know what? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Let's
Wow.
live a little.
Nice.
And really, this is what happened: is the last year, pandemic. I've lost all sense of care for fashion. I've been wearing Birkenstocks all the time. My foot game has gone to crap. So I'm trying to get it back. And actually, you know why I dressed up?
Why?
You know why?
'Cause-
Because today we are going on a very cool tech scout.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I want to look cool. Tell me about it, Ned.
So Ned, let us hear what it is.
We are performing at Vax Live, baby, along with J-Lo, Selena Gomez,
It's the next
Foo Fighters,
Metallistock.
The next Metallistock. No, we have this very cool opportunity. We're going to be opening the show for Vax Live on this simulcast broadcast. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on ABC, NBC, TNT. Probably not that one.
We're
but
only going to be on YouTube.
But the
Whatever.
show will be
I'm
available other
hyping
places.
us.
but-
You're wearing the Yeezys. You're wearing the cool shoes.
I'm a YouTuber
We're
now.
cool people.
Today's our chance to actually impress them so much that they put us on the real show. So we got to go in there, and you got to lead because you look cool.
Shoot,
cool.
I didn't
I'm
even
gonna-
think about it. I dressed for comfort.
Yeah.
I wore jogging shoes today.
Well, wear your joggers. That would have completed the
Well, they're
thing.
not. I haven't arrived yet. Anyways,
it's cool.
It's cool. It's the first ever concert that's fully booked.
The first ever
concert.
In the new times.
It's in the new LA SoFi Stadium, where home of the Rams, Chargers. Beautiful new stadium they built. I think like for the Olympics in a couple years, it's like it's like part of the
the Chargers
way
are
it
using
happened.
it too.
Yeah, they flip flop, alternating Sundays.
I didn't even know that. I
But you
thought
kind
it
of
was-
feel like it's the Rams
It's the
Stadium,
Rams
Like,
Stadium.
come on.
It's the
until,
Rams.
until the Chargers are better, and then we all go,
Yeah, then we're like,
Chargers
what's the
Stadium."
Charger Stadium? Anyways, it's really cool. It's an audience, 100% capacity of vaccinated healthcare workers, and it's all about like, hey, anyone can get a vaccine now. Go get them.
Go get it and
Get
look what the
this
world could be. Yeah.
back to normal.
And it's funny, we actually signed on as detailed. Like, when we signed on, we didn't know who was going to be there. And so now, as press releases are coming out, I'm like, oh, that's what this show is. But you got Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be there.
Yep.
Joe Biden's doing something for it. And I think it's really about encouraging the world to get vaccinated and encouraging powerful countries like the U.S. And other world leaders to help distribute vaccines to the entire world so we can all get back to normal. But you listed all these performers like J-Lo, J Balvin, her, Oscar winner, her. We're opening the show.
Yeah.
We're the first thing that people see.
Not Selena Gomez, the host. Us.
Yeah, think of it like when you watch an award show and there's amazing intro by the host where there's like a sketch and it's so fun and everybody's getting ready for the show. That's what we're doing. We are the first impression of what life will be like post-vaccine.
It's a terrifying burden, and they've just like been like, hey, what do you guys want to do? So we've been working on script, and I've been writing little scenes, and I've been writing scenes for Celebos. I also wrote a scene with an entire script with no celebos because they said maybe don't count on getting into a physical fight with one of the people. That was what I wrote. It
was great. I read both scripts last night. Both are excellent.
Oh, thanks.
I love that I'm an idiot in both. I'm like full Patrick Star level dumb in both, and I'm all about it.
And you wrote me a giant red button to start the show with fireworks.
I thought you would like that.
It's a dream come
We can't
true.
They said no to pyro, but we're gonna have something.
What the shit? I'm out. Talk to my
They're giving us
agent.
pretend pyro.
Oh, like a CGI.
You got it.
Pyro was their idea. They're like, whenever we do these things, like we've hosted the Streamies and we've done like little videos, I'm just so used to people saying no. This is a big event. And they keep pushing us to be like, well, why don't you write pyro and we'll see if we can do it? Why don't you write in a scene with J Balvin and we'll see if we can get him? And I'm like, yeah, as for my impression, they're all very Jewy.
Right.
And like I'm trying to still wrap my mind around it because they are pushing us to make they're giving us full access to the stadium. Today, we're going to do a scout and we're going to just walk around the entire stadium and be like, I would like to shoot there, please.
We should bring little stickers and secretly tag the stadium.
I love that idea.
And then next time
Why would we deface this beautiful stadium?
Only the super expensive suites, so the really
sure.
rich people know.
Yeah, so it's a real Robin Hood.
Yes, exactly.
Steal from the rich. Go to tryguys.com.
Yeah.
But I keep waiting for someone from the team to be like, hey guys, so this is what the show's all about, and like here's what we need you to hit because you have this incredible responsibility of starting this post-pandemic concert off right. Nope, they're just kind of letting us do our thing.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
They have said no. They were like, ask for things and we'll tell you no. And then they told us no.
No puppies.
I wanted to, how sometimes pop stars, like, they basically are on a fly system and they fly over the crowd singing. I was like, maybe we could do that. How fun would it be if we started the show and we just flew over the audience?
Yeah,
That's our exit.
incredible.
Heath also pitched, when celebrities, like the stage will just pop up and then they jump down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tried to get one of those. That was a big no.
We're trying to get a lot of flying.
Yeah, you're right. You got to get your performance out. You haven't been able to perform
I'm
in here.
afraid of heights and falling, but like, it would be worth it.
We do have a cool gag to start the show where it looks like a shitty Zoom background, and then the camera like pulls out on a crane or a drone or something cool, and then like the backdrops like fade away, and you realize, oh, we're
It's a whole
actually
thing.
in a giant stadium with screaming fans.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be what, 25,000 people?
I think so. I think it's like a quarter of the stadium to face the stage that's in the middle of the football field. But it's like, how like at football games this year, people were spaced out. Not anymore. They're going to be, it's going to be, I think, surreal. I think we're going to feel almost uncomfortable looking at it at first.
Yeah.
Well, you
And
saw this new CDC guidelines where it's
Yeah.
like, if you're vaccinated, you can be unmasked, inside in restaurants and stuff.
Outdoors. But if you're in a large crowd, they say keep the mask on.
Yeah. So I guess everyone there will have masks on.
I think so.
Right, because that would be a large crowd.
You want to hear the kicker is that, Maggie is in healthcare. So she is one of the people. So all of her coworkers are eligible to get tickets.
Oh,
And so
cool.
some of her
Wow.
coworkers have gotten tickets for the event and are going to get to go too.
Wow, that's so cool.
They gave away free tickets to Rams season ticket holders. I have 2 tickets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're very nice to me, Miles.
Wait, you have 2 more extra. Wait.
I have 2 extra tickets.
Oh my God. I can meet Selena Gomez.
No.
They're not actual
What?
tickets.
Wait.
They're not
General
production
admission
passes.
seats.
Okay.
We have artist passes.
Yeah.
It's different.
But I know the Try Guys.
you
so-
are familiar with us,
Yeah.
and we will pretend we don't know you when we're there.
Familiar.
Miles goes to the front and goes, I'm a subscriber. Hey guys.
Hey, Keith.
Like, oh, sorry, we
Hey.
don't actually know that guy. We have to do with this scene.
Call security.
I'd actually, just we're catching up. I did a show with Lou Berger in Minnesota, and that was a socially distant crowd where everyone was masked, and it was definitely odd. But any kind of performing is so fun, and I'm sure that these bands on Sunday are
so stoked.
so stoked.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, tell us more about that.
That's fun.
Oh yeah, so we went to
Were
Minnesota.
there seats or were people like standing and hovering?
It was very. I mean, the college did a great job of making everyone socially distant. So basically, they put a bunch of long tables, like down the way, and everybody was at the end of a long table, as if they were 2 rich people having dinner. But like that, like it was like a million of those. So it was a room of like, it's probably a room that normally would sit like 600, and it was a room of 110. But it was super cool, and it was exciting to do a show. It was odd because typically our show, at some point, we like go and interact with the audience. We couldn't do that.
Oh, man.
But we did play the Wicked Waltz, which is my new song that's kind of like the Monster Mash.
Yes.
But instead of all the monsters dancing, all the monsters have sex with each other. And it's a really great song, and they loved it. It was a standout song. Is it the next Disney princess? I don't know, but it's definitely up there.
You know, here at the Try Guys, we're kind of like ride or dies together. You know, we were groomsmen at your wedding, Keith, and your closest friends are always there when you need them the most. Kind of like how Best Fiends always has a new puzzle to keep your brain refreshingly challenged.
It's just a great puzzle game. There are new puzzles all the time. It's got lots of different types of puzzles. You're just going to get lost in it. You can play offline as well.
It's going to keep your brain working. You get that variety and strategies.
And there's other stuff that brings you back, like those adorable collectible characters
I love
that just
them.
keep coming.
So
It's
cute.
hard to choose a favorite.
Ugh,
I
tell me.
can't.
There's an inchworm named Miles. He's my favorite.
Well, that's obviously got to be our favorite. We got our own inchworm over here named Miles. Guys, if you're itching for a game that's got your back, specifically the part of your back that's itching for a puzzle, then try Best Fiends. It's great. But guys, don't go tweeting to me if you can't stop playing the game. That's just how the game is, baby. You're going to get sucked in and you're going to love it. Download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
So real quick, Keith and Louberger have a comedy special coming out in
yeah.
a couple weeks, or 2 weeks?
It's May 11th.
May
is when
11th.
and it's been out for purchase, but now if you have Amazon Prime, it's just going to be free for you.
Yes.
So you can just watch it.
nice.
So you got no excuse anymore.
No excuse.
It's there. It's just you get to watch it for free, and let me know if you like it, especially if you can watch it in the first 2 days. That's how streaming services sort of promote it for the rest of its lifetime. So really important in those first 2 days.
And as a special treat-a-roo, we got a Louberger pod coming next week, so you can look forward to that. What was, okay, so I love that you did this Wicked Waltz because I feel like every musician should just be making Halloween songs.
You
Because
were
you
actually
get
part of the
played
inspiration.
forever.
You've always talked about how there's not enough Halloween songs. I think at some point you did say, Keith, you should write a Halloween song.
Yeah.
I will take 5%.
And I was like, you're right. We should write a Halloween song.
Think about it. Every year at Christmas, the same songs get played over and over again, but it's a crowded field. But Halloween, you're going up against Monster Mash, Thriller.
That's it.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. That's not even a real song. That's just from
Right.
30 Rock.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Wicked Waltz is my entry into the Werewolf Bar Mitzvah, the Monster Mash of the world. Do you know there's a Monster Mash too?
What are you talking
A sequel?
There's a sequel.
What are you talking
No.
about?
They go swimming.
What are you talking about?
I'm not kidding.
What are you talking
There's
about?
a Monster Mash 2 where they go swimming.
Is it by the same guy?
Yes, and it sounds exactly the same.
Oh my god.
It's the same
It's
rhythm?
the same song.
Is the chorus still the Monster Mash?
Is it, we did the Monster Splash?
Oh.
I think it's a Monster Splash, although Monster Splash is what it definitely should be. Let me see if I can
The
find
Monster
it.
Splash.
But I
It was
just
a graveyard splash.
Alex Lewis, of course, knew about it. And
He's a
I'm-
big fan.
He loves the Monster Mash. But they had a whole
Okay,
debate.
I want your opinion on this, Ned.
Yeah, they had this whole debate of, is the Monster Mash the song or the dance?
Ooh, that's a good question.
No, I thought it was, is the Monster Mash the song, or are they singing about a song that we don't know?
Right, yes. It's sort
'Cause
of like
they did the
Tenacious D's
mash.
tribute.
It was the Monster Mash.
Is the Monster Mash in the song itself?
I think it's clear in the text of the song. Now, this is a textual
Yes,
interpretation.
This is what we're asking for.
which I do believe is also the spirit of the song.
We're not fucking around here, Ned. We want a real analysis.
Yeah, this song is a living and breathing document. And the author clearly intended that the mash is the dance. They're saying we did the Monster Mash. They're talking about doing a dance. And
Right.
clearly the dance could be to any song
So, but
because
at some point they say they played the mash.
We played
the Monster Mash. So it's
did the
also
Monster
a song.
Mash, huh.
But is the Monster Mash that
Not gonna
we
lie,
know
my
and love?
textual analysis was restricted to one line.
Yeah, so that's what mine was too. And then I read the rest of the lyrics, and this is how it
we
sort of
did.
changed.
We played the mash.
Is they did the Monster Mash, and then they played the Monster Mash, which is a song. Is the song they play in the song that he's singing himself? And is that
No.
even possible?
I
Because
believe no.
What if the
Yeah.
mash referred to like a rye mash for making moonshine?
And
they
they're
made
all-
the mash.
just getting
shiners.
I mean, that's a perfect segue into Ned's cookbook.
Hey,
You know, do you have a Monster Mash recipe?
wrote a book.
A little
You know,
Monster Mashed potatoes?
We have some holiday entertaining recipes. Yes,
Any
I don't think we
spooky
have
ones?
any Halloween spooky
missed
ones.
opportunity.
But
Maybe
yeah,
that's the
if you
sequel.
guys missed it, me and Ariel
Holiday night.
wrote a cookbook. We announced it this weekend. Very exciting. It's called
Yeah.
the Date Night Cookbook. You guys, cookbooks. Oh my! So we wrote a book
We wrote a
together,
book.
right? It took like a year.
long time.
Cookbooks.
Well, we kind of wrote it in.
We kind of wrote in a couple months. Cookbooks, it took like a year and a half. It's so long because you have to develop the recipes, then you have to test them. You know, you kind of like, oh, a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. And then the photo shoot was a lot of fun because it's like, I feel like we have to do a video that's Try Food Styling because there's
Love it.
just all this cool stuff that food stylists do to make food look like its best.
Right, yeah.
You know, you ever you open a cookbook and you like make something and it tastes great, but then it looks like, you're like, it doesn't quite look like the photo
Mine's
now,
not
does
as
it?
gold as his. It's more gray-brown.
Well, and it's also like it doesn't photograph the way that it feels in the moment. So I feel
Yeah.
like food styling is to make it look the way it makes you feel.
Exactly. So our food stylist, Danielle, she would like take tweezers and twirl individual strands of
Wow.
pasta around the fork to make it like just so. You know, it's really like elevating things to look its best. There was one, we made a blackberry cobbler that's kind of related to. So to back up, Date Night Cookbook, it's cooking for every stage of your relationship. And we kind of intersperse little dating stories and relationship tips throughout.
Tell me, it's a part memoir?
It's part memoir. Yeah, it's part memoir.
Part love war?
Some love stories.
How many popcorn chicken recipes are there?
One.
10.
That's awesome.
Ned cooked
Yeah.
me a cauliflower steak from it this weekend. It was good.
A little
love cauliflower
tahini
steak.
vinaigrette.
It was good.
Very nice.
You know, I always thought that I was, now we live in the internet, like I didn't need a cookbook in my life, like that. But I got Maddie Matheson's cookbook and I've really enjoyed using a book to cook from. So I'm excited to have your cookbook as well.
Yeah.
Because like you think that you don't need them, but it is nice to actually have something on the shelf that you can pull down, you can
Physical.
flip through and be like, this week I'll make this. And it's not just, a recipe guideline. It's like a book of inspiration.
Yeah.
And yours is especially because it's based on like sort of relationship milestones.
Well, one really cool thing that we did was rather than organizing it by appetizers, mains, and desserts, we organized it by first dates or
Yeah.
meeting the parents or
great.
when you're married
Function.
AF. Yeah, kind of like a way to tell the story of what is the food that you make when you're, trying to impress someone versus you're like, first date versus third date versus 300th date type of thing.
That's
But-
a book that'll last you 30 years, people.
Wow. You got any roasts in there?
Oh yeah, a lot of we do a sage butter roast chicken.
Any
Do
vegan
a
dishes?
pecan stuffed pork loin. Yeah, lots of vegan dishes. Vegan pea tendril cavatappi salad.
Oh my god.
What's a
no.
tendril? What's a pea
It's
tendril?
little kind of parts of the pea that are kind of little leafy. They're very light and delicate. Adds like a little texture. It's nice.
And you get to say you're eating tendrils.
Oh, I do like saying eating tendrils.
I know you guys worked so hard on it, and it was cool to watch as it went on. I cannot personally recommend to anyone out there making a cookbook because it seemed like a lot of work, but I can recommend
lot of work.
having a friend who makes a cookbook because
Yeah.
we got to
Yes.
eat good this year.
It's like having a friend who has a pool.
yeah.
Right.
Like I assume there's a lot of work going into it, but when I go over, I just get to swim
just
and have
get
a
to
great
eat it.
time, and then I leave. And if the pool has a problem, not my problem.
That was the best part. For our photography week, it was 5 days of cooking 65 dishes. So
Wow.
maybe about an
Oh my
hour
God.
per dish, maybe 45 minutes if we're lucky. But then, we just have our friends over and eat all of them at the end. But
pretty
we love it. It was a lot of work. We're so proud of it. It's not just a book, but it feels like it's kind of like this like this icon of our relationship over 10 years. And
These are recipes you guys have been like writing down since the beginning of your dating. That's
like
crazy.
even before we were famous or anything, we always dreamed of making a cookbook and wrote little recipes in our little recipe book.
Before we were all wearing Yeezys.
Yeah, before we were all wearing Yeezys, buying boats.
My favorite part of the cookbook experience is that both Zach and I independently found the one picture of you without a shirt standing with Ariel
Yeah, I
to
saw
use
it.
to promote it. We both independently looked at the Dropbox full of photos and went, that one. That's the one. There's like this sore thumb just sticking out. It was just like, I don't know why that
I was
happened.
in between outfits and I was like, hey, just snap one of me goofing off without my shirt. And
But
then
your
I tried.
vibe is so serious. It's the
Well,
same
yeah.
vibe. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
I think it could have been the cover.
I pushed hard
because
for it
that
to be
would
the
stop
cover.
me in my tracks.
The
in a store.
publishers was like, no, thank you. But
You're like, this one.
this one.
This book I gotta pick up and understand because everything about this picture is beautiful and perfect.
It
but
was
there's a shirt
Ned
missing.
sent us a Dropbox. It was like literally 100 photos to choose from,
Yeah.
and we both found
Both
the
of us
one.
went,
That
Oh,
is so
there
funny. Yeah, it was a really fun photo shoot day, and it's woven through with love, with beautiful photos. And I feel like for us, cooking is a love language. It's like how we connect, how we like spend time with each other. So I'm just so excited that people can have it like as a physical thing in their kitchen, and feel like you're spending some time with us.
DateNightCookbook.com.
That's right, datenightcookbook.com.
Wow, you can have Ned and Ariel teaching you how to cook. You can top your dish with a little Keith's hot
That's
sauce,
right.
and then you can relax with a little Zydeco tea. The kitchen is stocked, baby.
And then you can look at photos of Eugene and go, ooh.
And then you got to get yourself a Miles Nation bath bomb.
That's right. Go to
Yeah.
bath
Miles,
bomb
we have to make bath
time.
bombs.
I would love to do imprint. It's my face, like a sculpture.
Oh,
Yeah.
that, like
when it
melts away.
melts, no, when it melts, it's your skull.
It's like
My skull.
skull floats around.
Collectible skull.
Or it's just a little iPad with your favorite show on it.
Okay, you've been huge into collectibles, Keith. What if we did this bath bomb idea, but they were different colored skulls? So most of them are just white skulls. But every now and then you got a hollow
There's a
skull.
the hollow
or
is
a
rare.
gold skull. But you won't know unless you dissolve the bath bomb. But if you dissolve the bath bomb, lose the
There
value.
are bath bombs like that, but I know I saw one this week on like Instagram, and someone had a Harry Potter one, and when it melts, it bleeds a certain color, which tells you like a sorting hat.
That's cool.
Which house you're in. I'm like, that's super clever.
That's super cool.
And I think the bath bomb world could use a little Miles Nation.
That's a good. Well, so here's the thing: is you use bath bombs more than once. It's a product you're going to be like, I want to do this over and over, but they're single use.
Uh-huh.
So the more you buy, the closer you are to getting that
So
gold
maybe
skull.
just Miles. Maybe we should also just sell bath bubbles, just bubble bath serum.
Oh my God! I could design it in the lab.
Going with your Harry Potter idea, what if we do a Try Guys bath bomb and it dissolves a mystery color, and based
I like
on the
that.
color, that's your evening. So if it dissolves blue inside, there's like little like food. There's like popcorn chicken
Yeah.
inside the
This little
ball.
bite of
Smells like
chicken, little bite of saturated soapy chicken. Yum.
Yum, yum.
For Zach, it dissolves and there's a little like rubber ducky, and
There's
you
a-
float and you just like have a good
A
time.
small kitten that has been trapped inside the bath bomb, ready to play with you.
For Ned, it's roses. Now
yeah.
you
You know
have
what
a
that
sexy
means.
ass bath.
Eugene, it's
Lavender.
literal sex and alcohol.
Oh, yeah,
like booze.
the bathtub gets you drunk.
I mean, that's pretty good. You can get drunk through your pores. if
That
you
was the
really
last
try.
video I filmed at BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
What was it?
Sitting in a bathtub of champagne to see if my alcohol level increased. my
Oh,
blood
and did
alcohol.
it?
Very minorly, but
Ooh.
I was so terrified of getting some sort of infection that I wrapped several condoms around my genitals because I just didn't want alcohol to get inside me.
See, that's how you would have gotten drunk.
Yeah, probably.
Through your butt.
I-
Through
through
your
the best
butt,
way.
I just didn't trust
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
Your butt.
yeah.
You can get drunk through your butt. I'm
That's-
not suggesting you do.
Pretty sure
audience.
episode 4 in the TryPod, we had an extended butt chugging conversation.
Yeah.
I don't want to revisit it because it's too close to
someone out
Oh,
there.
Ned.
I saw someone out there, and I want to do a shout out to them who organized advice that would go for Miles into a spreadsheet.
Excel.
Incredible.
Really?
And they crushed it, and I love it. I think it should be something
Miles,
we have
should
on our
just-
site.
we should make like 100 advice cut down
You're right.
and publish it on We should publish it on the main
Sell
channel.
it as a
honestly.
vinyl.
Somebody did make a cut down of it one time, and it's so funny to see how the vibe has changed. At the very beginning, I'm pretty calm, and at the end,
Wow.
I'm very aggro and sort of upset.
You
for
actually
some reason.
believed in the advice in the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah, it's soft, it's insightful, it's
You're
almost
like,
philosophical. But
Not
then,
sure if your bosses are on board with this crazy plan.
right? Yeah.
I don't even remember how it started. He's just like, hey, I'm
neither.
going to do something today. And we're like, okay.
No, Keith started it. Keith was like, I think Miles should give advice. It was on the Patreon before we even went to
There
main
you go.
stage. Keith was like,
It's
I think
your
it'd be
fault.
funny if Miles gave advice.
You were right.
We have one more catch up.
All right, yeah.
And that is that I was on Baby Steps. It was great. Baby Steps. I was on Guilty Pleasures talking about babies. And I was thinking about babies because I watched Baby's Day Out and I was on Guilty Pleasures. But even though I am the greatest celebrity in the world, there have been some other great celebrities on Guilty Pleasures as well. We're talking Vin Diesel,
Oh, yeah.
John Cena.
Oh, yeah.
But there's another big old celebo coming up next week.
That's right. On this week's episode of Guilty Pleasures, you got Lana Condor from To All the Boys I've Loved Before. The trilogy. She was so fun. It was so delightful. We talk about Netflix's Too Hot to Handle. So that is something that is worth checking out. She's a huge fan of that show. But also, she loves the Try Guys.
Yeah.
And
Really?
Yeah.
I'm curious how this was for you. After we finished recording, it was so adorable. I hope I'm not like calling you out, Lana, and embarrassing you, but she was so wonderful, a great guest. I hope you go watch and enjoy that episode on Monday. But she was just telling us like, guys, I love your content. And Miles, actually, I'm like a huge fan.
That made me feel really good. I told Sarah that, and I was like, Lana Condor knew who I was, and I mean, if she knows who I am, then she's a big fan of the Try Guys.
Yeah.
You're a pretty big fan.
You got to get through the
She
hurdle.
gave me a pizza wreck.
How about
Oh,
that?
yeah?
Yeah, she's. I was like, I don't know. She had a really beautiful pizza on her Instagram, and I messaged her. I was like, "Where'd you get that?" I was like, "Oh, I'm up in Washington State,
yeah.
Seattle." So, but when I'm in LA, I get this place, and it's Detroit style pizza from a place called Prime Pizza in Burbank, and it is very good. It's very heavy, but I actually also accidentally got the New York style pizza from there. Was also pretty good.
Oh.
Shout out to Prime Pizza up in Burbank. And,
Detroit style, that's the one where it's the very thick bread, right?
very thick, and the cheese goes to the edges. So you get this crunchy cheese rim. It's very good.
I do like that.
It's very good.
I struggle to class it in the same arena as pizza. You know, it's like deep dish. It's like it's a totally different experience.
I feel like it's closer to pizza than Chicago deep dish.
that's
is.
probably true. That's probably true.
But I love Chicago.
Chicago
deep dish
is like
pizza.
a meat pie.
Yeah, Chicago's pizza is incredible. It's very Chicago. It is heavy. It is like 5 slices of pizza stacked on top of one another.
Mom wiped your butt for years. Return the favor with the perfect gift for Mother's Day from Hello Tushy and say, hey, Ma, I'm going to wipe you right back.
Wow.
Guys, I love Hello Tushy. I really think it is one of the best products. Bring your mama into the future with the brand new Hello Tushy 3.0 modern bidet attachment. It's stylish, it's eco-friendly, it's easy to install. It is just the best product. Your butt will thank you. Your mom's butt will thank you. Give her something for Mother's Day. Hello Tushy 3.0 cleans butts like a champ, but it doesn't stop there. It also cleans itself. When we say that anyone can put this shit together, we mean even your parents. Yes, your parents.
Plus, every Hello Tushy bidet attachment comes with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. Give the gift of a clean butt. Go to hellotushy.com/tryguys to get 10% off plus free shipping. This is a special offer for our listeners at hellotushy.com/tryguys for 10% off. hellotushy.com/tryguys.
Blast your mom's butt.
Bro.
I have more catching up with the Try Guys.
Catching up with
Catching up with the Try
You wanna move on? We can move on.
We don't need to.
What
I
else
just
do we
have
got to
it.
catch up on?
I've got so much. Well, one, I got a new house. I moved.
Yeah. We
I
knew
knew
that, but I'm so surprised to hear it on the podcast.
Yeah.
But I also there's something I'm gonna drop that and I'm gonna come back to it. There's something I've been wanting to tell you.
Floor.
There's something I've been wanting to tell you guys about for so many weeks,
Oh,
and it has
really?
been giving me so much joy,
Now I'm-
and I want to tell the audience about it because
Whoa.
it's like really. And
Do
actually,
we not
it's,
know this?
You know it because I was like I'm gonna hold it for the podcast and I keep telling you about it. But I feel like it's the perfect in between of all of us, okay? Because it's music, that's Keith. It's ranking things, that's Eugene.
Oh, yeah.
And It's basically fantasy football. That's Ned.
Now I'm on board.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
With your best bro, Travis,
Yes.
who has become a great friend of mine. Shout out to Dr. Travis. You may remember him from our Try Guys
Baby
delivery video.
Yeah.
I'm in this thing called a music league. And so here's how it works. Every week, there is a theme. And you have to pick 2 songs that match the theme. Then it auto-generates a playlist, and we all get it. So every week I'm getting a new playlist on Spotify. You listen to it, and then you have points to dole out. And you say, here is what I think is the best song. And I have 15 points. I could be like, this one song's worth 9 points. I love it. Or you just give out 1 to every single one. And
Wow.
I just-
What's an example of a theme? Like,
Okay.
how specific does it get?
so for Daylight Savings Time, we did Time After Time. Just songs related
The theme was
to
daylight
time.
savings time?
No, it was time,
Time
after
After
time.
Time.
Because you got to be punny. You got to be like Cyndi Lauper shout out.
right.
So,
What did you choose?
So time. You could do One More Time by Daft Punk. You could do Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. You could do Last Night by The Strokes.
You could do tick tock on the clock and ball the speakers up
Someone
tonight.
did.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it got in second place.
I mean, it's a good one.
Time is on my side by the Doors.
Yeah, you could do it.
That's a good one.
And then
course.
here is the kicker. You have to downvote one song. Yeah.
Rolling Stones.
Oh, there it is.
My dad is here watching, and I was like, wait, I said it wrong. And I looked over. He's like, it's Rolling Stones.
Nice.
It's been so fun. Oh, you would have loved this, Keith. We did a food round. So, like, you could do peaches and cream. You could do, I forget what else. There was.
Peaches, just peaches.
Strawberry
yeah.
Fields Forever.
Oh, that's a good
I got
one.
my peaches down in Georgia.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
I would have downvoted the fuck out of
Yeah,
that.
it's a bad song, but it's a fun one. It's about food.
Anyway, I was going to make it a whole game, but
Wow.
moving on. I got a house.
It's cool that and the house is, I'm very excited because now Zach is close to me.
yeah.
Now we're the 2 closest Try Guys. It used to be Zach and Eugene were the 2 closest Try Guys. And actually also it was Keith and Ned, the 2 closest Try Guys. Now
Now it's us.
Zach and Keith.
Eugene, it was so sad. He asked me to carpool yesterday to our set, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, actually,
no.
No,
I
you're
don't-
20
I don't
minutes
live
in the
there
wrong
anymore.
direction. But so I had a very fun disaster happen when I moved into my new house. So I have a backyard for the first time. So I need to tell this like kind of Tarantino style. I got to go all out of order. Okay.
Oh,
So I
your
have
hand covered in blood.
it ends with me naked outside.
Wait.
Actually, that's where it begins.
Whoa.
That's where it begins.
That's where it begins. I have backyard. I've been trying
You may
to
be wondering
trying to-
how I got here.
I've been trying to work out more because of my chronic pain. And I'm like, I got a backyard. It's a beautiful morning and I'm going to sweat like crazy. Wait, I can just work out in my underwear. So I set up the yoga mat. I got the exercise bands.
Underwear is one thing. I'm imagining you're
Just
here
full
with
naked.
your ding dong
I was also
flopping around. I'm
I
like,
thought you meant
you
go
have
exercise naked.
neighbors.
I'm happy to let you picture that though.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I will.
So I was
I'm
doing this
picturing.
whole thing, and I know like Bowie's being very cute. He's sitting by me. He's giving me encouragement. I brought him out to pee in the morning. Whatever. He's hanging out with me, but he keeps being a weirdo. And I'm like, Bowie, what are you doing? I'll take you for a walk, bro. I got this. Now I got to go out of order. It's a new house for Bowie. So we're really trying to like teach him like, hey, there are a bunch of new sounds, but don't worry about it. So I'm giving him
Gotta
treats
get
like
those habits
crazy.
correct.
I am every time he hears a sound, a creak in the wall, the mailman driving by, treat, motherfucker. You just, I'm loading you up with treats. You're just getting yesed every single day, positive encouragement. So then also when we moved, we mixed up the scoopers for his food. So I've been giving him double food every day. So you've got the food, you've got the treats.
Okay.
My boy
Is a chonk.
is
So
chonky
he had
and
to take a huge dump.
ready to go. Also, I'm trying to set this right. Okay, well
So
actually,
you got that lawn. I mean, anyone with a lawn knows that doggy poo poo and pee pee.
burns a hole.
Devastating.
So I'm not just letting him out into the back to pee. Like we have like this little like rose bush on the side of the house. Like you're not peeing anywhere. I'm not letting you
Pee
get
on
this.
the rose bush.
No. There's like little rocks
Kill the
outside.
roses.
So all of a sudden, I'm working out, and Bowie starts taking a shit on my floor. He has not done that. I mean, he's almost 4 years old. He hasn't done this. So I scream, no. I get up from my exercise band, and I open my front door, but I'm naked. So I'm like, oh no. So I run back inside, and then I'm like, where do I go? So I run to the backyard, and I put him down on the rose bush thing. And he's like, oh, cool, thanks. He starts peeing on the rose bush. And I'm like, no. So I grab him, and I whatever. And I put him back inside, and I'm like, stop. And I'm like, okay, do you have to poop? And he's like, no, I'm good. I peed on the rose bush. I'm like, all right, awesome. We go back inside. He goes by the front door. I go to get some paper towels. I come back. He's pooping again.
Oh my God.
And he poops more on the floor. And then I do the whole same thing where I go to run outside and I can't run to the side.
Chris in the house one way or another.
Yeah, he pooped so much.
That's so funny.
And he's as a new space. It's not his home yet.
And we have like a nice wood floor, and I didn't know, like, how am I supposed to clean this? Am I allowed to spray it? Is it going to get warped?
Dak was so cute. When he came over this weekend for our barbecue, he asked me so many dad homeowner questions. I was just like, my boy. He was asking me about gardening, asking me about lawn care, asking me even, how do I barbecue? And I was like, you're talking about all of my favorite things that we've never gotten to discuss before.
Hey, I'm looking into a sound system. What are your recs?
Yeah.
I just bought a big old portable speaker for outside from Sonos so that I could have
Shout out.
Because
not a sponsor, but we love them. Please hit us up.
Would like some free electronics. Yeah, 'cause I got a big old projector for outside so we can do like outside movie night. But when I didn't have a good sound situation. And I also don't want to commit to outdoor speakers that are stuck into the wall only because I also have the grilling entertainment area, and then so I'd want to put it.
It's a whole thing.
I would need like 8 speakers to like adequately make it so every possible hangout
and then you
zone.
got your neighbors to think of.
Then it's too much
You're gonna
sound.
be like a freaking club over here.
Guys, I got a quote to I wanted to make my house a smart house.
Oh,
and I'm talking full. So there are ways to
Disney Smart
House. There are ways to like kind of like patch it together where you have like right now I have my doorbell on one system and the thermostat on another, and you can be like, Alexa, close the blinds, stuff like that.
Everyone's A word just went off right now.
Sorry. Well, not everybody has blinds that are mechanical like that.
Yeah.
Play I'm on vacation, bitch, on Spotify.
Well, now the podcast got turned off.
Oh no.
Well, yeah.
So I did a quote just to see, like, because I want like speakers like built into the walls in every room. Like I want it like full on.
Yeah.
And we actually didn't even do our full wish list. How much do you think?
Oh, I have to make it fully smart
for a whole bunch of speakers.
$3,000?
$3,000 are you talking just speakers? Or are you talking light bulbs?
Yeah. How much?
Speakers can be like $150 each. You're probably talking 10 speakers. That's already $1,500.
Oh, if they're good speakers, are going to be like $300 to $500 each.
Sure,
I want it to be like, hey home.
I mean, look at how he's got Yeezys on.
I got Yeezys.
We got to think of the top of the line stuff right now.
Picture this: you come home and you go, "Hey, A word, I'm home," and it like boop, and like the blinds rise up.
Asshole.
Just say Keith. Just say Keith. Hey Keith.
Okay, hey Keith, I'm home, and it like plays like your favorite, or you're like, hey Keith, dinner time, and it like sets the lights just right, plays your little mood music.
The ghouls and ghosts are fucking.
That's so dorky.
I mean, can't you do that with like just a couple $100 worth of Phillips Hue bulbs and a single Sonos One
speaker? You can do it yourself, but I wanted it done up.
You want it up.
$12,500 for the quote.
I don't think so. I think like maybe $5,000. Like so much of this you could DIY, right? $5,000.
He got a quote from someone else.
I'm going $3,000.
Okay, so $6,000. Parts and labor. I don't know.
First guy came, and this was not going to all be on one app. This was going to be like he was going to wire stuff through my house, like hide the speakers, all this stuff.
Maybe $8,000.
$15,000.
What?
We're like, that's crazy. That's nuts. So we got a recommendation from another friend, and this guy puts it all in one app.
Did it come with like a full like security camera setup?
Yeah. That was part of it too.
Okay, that's more.
But we already have security camera. Anyway, we already have security cameras. He's gonna add like,
oh, this is fun to set up though.
Ned, come on over, bro.
And also, you pay me $15,000. You can pay me.
I'll be there.
You can pay me $15. I'll do it.
Okay, second guy comes. Is gonna put
good price.
Gonna put it all in one app. Second guy.
Okay.
$30,000.
What?
No
way.
I'm sorry, is it like a specialty software?
We were like, are you out of your fucking mind?
That's a car.
It was $20,000 of equipment $10,000 labor.
What are you buying?
$10,000 of labor? That is
$10,000 of
chaos.
labor?
Yeah.
You better be having a kid.
You better.
That's
I couldn't
wild.
believe. I mean, no.
That-
and
no,
The
that's
answer
like-
is no. We are going to MacGyver it and do it ourselves
Yeah.
because this is.
I have 100
chaos.
apps for the various things that I have. They're all on their own
Yeah.
app, and they're all very glitchy, I would say.
But you can also,
But it's fine.
if this then that, you can combine them and use like alternate programs. So if you say Alexa, then it communicates with everything.
We just said we don't say that.
we say
name.
Keith now.
Oh,
Say,
sorry,
"Hey, Keith."
I'll bleep it out.
Or a word.
No, you're right.
Hey, asshole.
Yeah,
asshole.
a lot of them will, whatever your chosen "Hey Keith" of choice is,
Yeah, you can just route it all together.
route it together. But I gotta say, I recently bought a Phillips Hue strip light. which
Shout out, not a sponsor,
I
but
thought
you
was
could
super cool, right?
But-
It looks amazing. 16 million colors. You can have any color you want. First of all,
Not that many
16
colors.
million.
that's what they advertise.
That's not that many colors.
A lot of them are infrared. You can't actually see them.
There's not that many colors.
I think it's because you can
I think there's like 30.
draw like your finger. I don't know. Anyways, you could probably type in a hex code and it'll give you something specific.
Right.
Anyways,
Maybe 400.
you buy this thing, and first of all, it's like pretty expensive. It's like $80 for a strip light. I'm like, okay, well that's cool. I'm gonna route it all in my office because I have my desk in a little carrel. It gets kind of dark, so I want it to be bright, and then I could set it different colors. If it's in the evening, I can shift it orange. Whatever.
Ooh, nice.
If you're playing Fortnite, you can make it purple.
Yeah, freaking purple. Yeah.
It's so sick.
So $80 for that.
Doing sick TikTok.
A little steep, but then I get it, and I plug it in, and it only has one color. In order to change the colors, you need like a separate like little home control dongle, which is $40, and then
That's how they get you.
They have to. Then I put it. It's like the light is in my office, the dongle is near my router, and it's farther out there, so I have Wi-Fi extenders. But this needs its own extender. It didn't reach
Oh,
the
my
satellite,
God.
So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna buy this, and they say, oh, you can control up to 50 lights from this, home base. I'm like, well, I just want one. I want to test out one
light.
cool. So now I have like, a light that is just, it's like a white, tungsten light, and I could have gotten the same thing for like $12.
Could have gotten a lamp.
I got a lamp,
just
and
got
I'm
a
like,
nice
well, do I have to buy an extender to play with this fun toy? I think I'm going to return everything.
Maybe I'll take it.
I have.
Yeah, you can pay me $15,000 and have it, and I'll set up everything for free. But in theory, that's the cool type of thing where you walk in, you can turn everything a different color. When you're away, you can prank your neighbors.
Cool.
Becky was similarly like, maybe we should get one of these like strip lights that you put behind the TV or behind like a piece
those
of
are cool.
furniture.
And you're talking
And I
about
was-
like the one that changes color based on what's on the TV.
Yeah, and then I was like, but I don't know. Are we too
Do we
old?
need that?
The only people who
Yeah.
I've seen with those are rich people who are younger than me.
Or gamers.
Yeah, or gamers, or
Or
people
game-
who are making content using that as part of
Sure.
their lighting
Yeah.
setup. But like the only people I know who actually have that because that's the aesthetic they want in life are like very wealthy 22-year-olds.
Well, okay. On the counterpoint, I mean, I complain that it's $100+ worth of lights, but if you think about it, people are investing in their homes now more than ever because we've had a year of not spending money on travel and restaurants. Like when
And
I
that's
look
why
at
all
my
of us
own personal
got
budget,
I mean, frankly, we all fucked up. We should have been making these light investments about 9 months ago. Now we're ready to get out of our house.
Yeah. All right, y'all, gather around. Let me drip some knowledge onto you. The sticky knowledge that is honey.
Drip on me.
Look, you're looking for coupons every time you're about to buy something in the
Oh, I'm
checkout
searching.
window.
I'm
You
searching
feel like a
hard.
goof. It says promo code, and you've got none. Well, guess what? Honey's got your back.
No way.
It's gonna stick some sweet deals into that.
Give me that sticky.
Into that promo code bar. All you have to do in your checkout window, you click that little apply coupons. It searches the web, finds you some, puts it in there for you. You're saving 5%. You're saving 10%. Maybe you're getting free shipping. You're just gonna get some kind of freebie. I used it yesterday.
What'd you get?
I was buying a speaker. I got a bunch of points. So the next time I buy something from the best of the buys, I'll have some rewards points ready to spend there.
Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast, which you love this podcast.
You love it, don't you?
Don't
Don't
you
you love
support
it?
You love it. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/tryguys. That's joinhoney.com/tryguys.
I know.
Okay, but there are people
Just too
I
late.
know who have those color changing lights synced to their TVs so that when they're watching concerts at home, like the light show of the concert
That's what it does.
flashes. It's
That's
so
what it
cool.
advertises.
Really cool.
And our buddy Matt Raub from Smosh, he had it on his TV, and during the WandaVision Marvel opening credits, when it's flipping through the comic books, purple to red to
wow.
green,
That's cool.
It was very cool.
I thought
cool.
it looked like not something I wanted on TV, but now you're talking about it and it sounds awesome.
It
So I
sounds
think
dope.
I need to get the dongle to extend my system.
Yep.
And also get a strip for my TV.
But okay,
Please
because here's what I'm
sponsor
thinking. Like if I had parties at my house, okay?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta have
and
that.
I have a playlist and you have music videos. Imagine if you had an LED strip around your entire living room, so as the music
pretty
video is
cool.
playing.
But again, we're not 22.
Why
aren't,
not?
We aren't
Yeah.
having these cool parties
That kind
anymore.
of is,
I wish
though.
we were.
Zach's closer to 22 than we are.
Yeah.
Closer.
I might have a cool party. You
You're
guys
clo-
could-
Miles,
You throw
Miles,
good,
throw
you
a
throw
cool party
good
at our house.
parties.
27.
Come
Yeah,
over and
thanks.
throw a cool party at our
I
house.
would love
so we
to.
know what it's like.
Bring my LEDs.
Yeah.
I like Miles's parties. They're fun.
Thanks,
Well,
man.
one of the last parties we went to was Miles's Valentine's Day party.
true. Probably
where we
was
showed
the
up in a
best.
party bus.
That's true.
It
You
might
brought,
be the
you brought
last-
a magician.
We brought a magician.
did.
Yeah, we brought a little extra entertainment.
Yeah.
That might be the last party I ever go to. I might be done.
I'm
hanging up the hat.
I want to host a party. I bought a house that's so party hostable.
Yeah.
Now talking about stupid purchases. I've got a fog machine.
That's awesome.
I've got a fog machine. I've got laser lights.
What?
I've got an Oculus now. I've just been like, anytime I'm like Ariana Grande. I want it. I got it. I was like,
dope.
I want that. I want that. I want to go play miniature golf on Mars. I better buy Oculus so I could do that. That's worth it.
Tell me about your Oculus, because that was my advice a while ago. You finally got one.
You
like it?
It's gonna ruin my relationship with Becky. Because I'm like, I could watch this TV show that I don't love, or I could slash apart colored blocks to the rhythm of the music. And then
I like to imagine that
yeah.
she's watching TV and you're standing
You're
right
standing
next
right
to
next
her.
to her. Yeah.
literally last night. That's exactly what it was. She was on TikTok,
way.
not watching TV, but I was like, do you want me to play here? So like it's like we're together, or I could go play over there. So you can play here. I'm like, okay. And I'm just playing, and then I'm like, crushed it. Or I'll be like, I should have won that one. But I do, what I really want to say is to all those people out there who do have VR setups, the miniature golf game called Walkabout, it's $15. It is like miniature golf. It feels
that's so
you are
fun.
in another world
Wow.
playing a miniature golf course. It feels like 90% exactly like
Wow.
miniature golf. It is enjoyable. If we could play together.
That would be so fun.
We could play and they can hang out and we can go have a nice round of miniature golf.
It's adorable.
That is, and can you talk to each other?
Yeah. Can you talk to each other? It's 3D. So like if I see Keith's over there and I turn my head, it's out of my left ear.
Oh my god!
It's
Yeah.
awesome. I also I learned that most people who have VR headsets are 10. And I
Yes.
decided to play this game where basically you fly and you throw frisbees and it looks dope. And I'm like, that'll be great.
That's
it took an
cool.
hour for me to be taught how to play the goddamn game by the game. And when I finally got into the waiting room, all I heard was like, you're a bunch of bitches. I literally, the first thing I heard was, y'all are a bunch of bitches. Yeah. It was just like kids being like, look over here, look what I'm doing. And it was kids like helping a dinosaur float on a fire truck. I'm like, oh boy. I better only play the computer right now.
That's interesting that you say how it's going to affect your relationship, though, because that's the thing with VR, where like you are not, you're kind of like in your own world, right?
You're alone.
Nobody can really see what you're seeing, and that's part of the fun of it. But like, how do you spend time with the significant other pursuing your
I gotta buy
entertainment?
her one too.
Yeah, so then you can hang out in this like virtual
you can
golf
you can just
world
watch
together.
Netflix, and you put you in a really nice. You can pick a nice environment to watch Netflix, and it'll be like you have a big screen, like a giant screen.
Oh,
It's
and that
very
is
cool.
feels nice on your eyes.
Yeah.
I find that you can't do it for too long because then you do get a little tired and hot. But I will say,
I think a whole movie I couldn't do, but I watch TV show like that.
yeah, you can cast it to your phone. So if you're playing like a cool game or something like that, Becky can see what you're seeing on her phone.
Yes.
Oh, Becky
I
would
know that.
love that.
I
Becky would love
I
it
definitely had
around.
to watch it. I was like, no, you can see what I'm doing. And I was just playing Beat Saber, so it's not the most thrilling, I'm sure, but I was crushing it. And she's like, you look ridiculous.
Wow.
Which I'm sure you do look
And
ridiculous.
the technology is good to the point where there's no wires anymore.
No,
Oh, yeah.
there's no.
That's good.
The system is the headset. There's not even an external computer.
Well, I'm sold.
Quest
Dude,
2.
it's awesome.
I like how we're just talking about all these products we like with receiving
Spencer's?
zero money from them.
But they're good.
But they're very genuine endorsements.
They're fun, and I've had
Dang
a
it.
great time. Huey Stonefish, I tried his, and I was like, this is great. I got to get me one. I
So
bought-
you got a buddy with one.
I
so
do
you
have
guys can play
buddy, but
together.
we haven't played yet together. I've only had mine for like 5 days.
Have you played that one that is it's like a bullet time game where when you move time
Yeah.
it's a
Super
shooter
hot.
game.
Best game on
Super
VR.
hot.
That sounds
Super hot.
So
Yeah,
when,
I-
okay, I'm gonna explain this.
bullet time.
Everything is frozen. Time stands still, almost like in the Matrix. And then when you move, time continues. So like you're in this weird polygon world, and
Wait, so you
people are
pause
shooting at you.
like entrapment, and you're just like standing there in an awkward position, figuring out what to do
Yes.
next.
What to do next? And then when you move, the bullets continue, and then you stop. The bullets stop.
It's a puzzle game.
It's like a puzzle game, but the bullets will come at you and they'll be like right here, and you can just tilt your head and you'll see the bullet go by. It's
Whoa.
very, very fun.
But you didn't see the one that was coming from behind.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
That's tricky.
It's pretty.
Is it scary having bullets fly at you?
There's a lot of horror-based things in VR because there's an uncanny thing of like a bullet came and I like jumped. Like it,
Yeah.
you feel
Oh, yeah.
like it's real.
Oh yeah, when I'm on the cliff's edge doing a putt,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I better not step there. I'll fall into the water. But no, I won't.
Or into your TV in real life.
Doom game at BuzzFeed for a
Oh,
VR
yeah, there were some
video.
spooky ones.
It was scary.
The
I
best
didn't
thing,
like it, man.
maybe the best thing, is that there's just these virtual environments that artists make, and you can go just hang out in this environment.
That seems nice.
And then there's some that are like stories, so like theaters, so it's sort of like it's a 5-minute like short film essentially, but you are within it. And it's like really
I
magical.
mean, are we moving towards full Ready Player One? Like, there's a boom in digital collectibles. You can VR
over.
in a little environment.
I'm certain I've told this story, but I used to. But also, we have new listeners all the time. So hey, what's up? Welcome to the TryPod. Maybe leave us a review and subscribe. All that shit. There was a VR theater next to the Grove, and you could go. You would sign up basically for movie times and play a game for a little bit. It was way too expensive because Keith just bought one, right?
Yeah.
But I brought my mom. She did not like almost any of them, but one that she liked was just called Tree. And you started as a seed, and then you grew the life of a tree. And so I'm watching my mom,
Seems
and her
nice.
arms are just like out like a tree, and she's looking around going, wow. And then a little bird lands on her, and she lifts her arm just ever so slightly to let the bird land on her arm. And then at the end of it, there's like deforestation, and the forest starts burning.
Oh my God.
And then the tree,
She can't run.
and it's like a PSA at the end
Oh, no.
about like save our
I mean,
forest.
that's good, but I feel you would be scared.
She was very emotional. It was like a full experience for her.
Yeah.
It's such a funny video I have. Maybe I'll post it on my Instagram of my mom just as a tree going, wow.
Wow. She embodies the tree, and then she can't run away when the forest fire comes.
We gotta
Oh my gosh.
save our forest, man.
it really-
the planet is our body.
VR, you get lost in it very quickly, and it creates a great real escape, and I think it's like super cool. And you're coming over for dinner on Friday, so you can
I'm gonna
check
try
out
it
some environments.
We're gonna watch Mitchell vs. the Machines, another free shout out. But I am so stoked for this movie. It's the new Lord and Miller film. They did 21 Jump Street,
Oh,
Cloudy
for
with a
real?
Chance
It's
of
by them.
Meatballs, Lego Movie.
Well, now I'm on board.
They're
Now
my
I'm on board.
They produced it. I forget who directed it, but they are my favorite filmmaking duo. I think that they are just the most.
That's why I had to get the
supremely
new
wonderful.
speaker. I was like, you guys
yeah.
are coming over
Gotta
to
be
watch a
able to
movie.
hear it.
You got to have good sound if it's going to be a premiere blockbuster sort of event.
Hey.
Hey.
Because we watched Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't have the right sound, and it feels like that's very much
Yeah.
a part of that film.
I remember we watched the final like I was gonna say Lord of the Rings. What is it? The Game of Thrones, the final Game of Thrones, where it was like this big climactic battle. The one that was so disappointing. And I was watching it outside with our projector setup.
Oh my God, the one that was all dark.
The one that was all dark. I was like,
bad
what
projector.
the shit is happening? Like, is there something wrong with my projector? Like, because it's like, it's not a TV, and it's like
it's a
having
duller
people
color.
over. So
I've
I'm
got a fucking dope ass projector.
Yeah, well,
Dad.
I
You're
thought
gonna
I
see
did
it. You're gonna
too.
be like, I gotta have this projector.
all right.
Well, you're doing it on a
That's
screen.
cool.
He had it on his
Yeah,
wall.
I had it on my wall.
screen,
So
yeah.
I was like, oh no. But then I realized, like, man, fuck this. My projector's awesome. It's this stupid, like, video mixing of this stupid episode that I watched 10 years building towards, and it's the most disappointing ending ever.
You guys ready for this? I'm afraid to like tell too many people about this because I haven't reserved one yet, and I don't want it to get sold out before I do it. So maybe I have one day because this comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one day to do
one
this.
day.
Right now, you can reserve a theater for up to 20 friends for as little as $100.
Whoa.
So new releases are like $350, which is still 20 of your friends.
still
That's pretty
totally
good. So like
worth
if you
it.
miss going to the theaters and you're afraid of the pandemic, maybe like I think you probably shouldn't go unless you're vaccinated, but whatever. You still got your fears. One of the options, Back to the Future. Me and 20 buddies for
So fun.
$100, 20 friends.
Yeah.
We can rent that entire theater and go see Back to the Future. How cool is that?
I think it's
sounds
incredible.
cool. That's a good
I'm
deal.
So down.
I think we're gonna do it this week. Maybe next Tuesday or something. I'll let you know.
I gotta
Right.
get for 20 friends.
Yeah, I mean it's still the same price if you bring 12 friends, so that's pretty
we
good.
can
Yeah,
find.
economy of
I
scale.
ran into Chris Reinecker at Home Depot
I
last
saw
night.
the selfie.
It was so
Were
exciting.
you in the Hollywood Home Depot?
Yeah.
What were
We
you
had
doing
to
in
clear out our
Hollywood?
old apartment and get spackle and all that shit. But it was so nice. Like I hadn't ran into somebody in the street in forever.
Yeah.
And what was so cute is that there was a girl we ran into who's a fan. She may listen to this. Shout out. Don't know your name. But,
Hi.
And,
Hey.
and actually she had seen you once on the street too. So, but she saw Reinecker and then saw me and then like told Reinecker like, hey, he's over there. And what a cool.
So funny.
I miss that.
I know. It will, well, it's coming back soon.
It's coming back.
It's coming back soon. And a lot of things are coming back, including everyone's favorite segment. It's been gone for a whole week because that's how often we release episodes. But it's time for a little advice. We gave you a lot of consumer advice today.
I guess we did. I mean, the whole episode was just catching up.
Catching up.
Catching up with
Here's
the
things
corn
we make
ditties.
you can buy. Here's things we like you can buy. But what kind of advice do we have in store? Well, let's find out from our sweetheart, the sexiest beard in the room. Well, second sexiest.
Thanks.
Miles Bonsignore for Miles Time.
All right, it's Miles time. This week's advice is, it's going to be a little different because we have our live studio audience, Ned's sweet father, sitting next to me, just off camera. And it's normally not a segment that I have a company for. Usually I feel pretty, at home.
Are you saying you're uncomfortable?
Have you ever wanted to be a grower, not a shower?
Yeah, okay.
Our podcast is public. My parents
I
listen
think
to it
people
every
want to
week.
be. I think most people
I'm
want to
sorry.
be showers.
Have you ever wanted to...
No, you want to be a grower.
You want to be a grower?
You want to be a shower, but everyone's a grower.
Okay, yeah. Wait. Keep going. Sorry.
Have you ever wanted to toke on that green? And I'm not talking about kanji.
Okay, wait. Grower. This is about
Gardening.
lawn care.
Gardening.
You like
plants.
that?
It's
I
about
got
plants.
laugh from that.
It's plants. Get a plant.
Forget your pot at home and use a jar instead.
What?
Oh, I know what you're doing.
Make a smoothie.
No, he's talking about how you take a little baby part of a plant and it grow a new plant out of the baby part of the plant.
Damn it, Keith! Put your green onions in a jar full of water from the store, and they're gonna grow on top of your fridge at an amazing velocity.
It's true.
I've been putting my green onions that I thought were about to die in a jar full of water. Put that shit on my fridge, and bada bing, bada boom. It's been growing.
That's pretty good advice, Miles.
Your finger, bro.
I'd really rather not talk about. No, I was brushing garlic off the counter and holding a knife.
my God. Wait, you cut yourself by hitting a knife? Not the knife was stationary and you slapped it with your hand?
I was holding a knife, and I went, this garlic's got to get into the sink. And I went, swoop, and then it just hit the knife. And I was like, damn it. I cut
For those listening, Aunt Miles is okay. It's a tiny Band-Aid.
It's a very small Band-Aid, but it keeps opening up because it's like
nicked it.
right on the apex of where the finger meets the knuckle or whatever.
This is getting worse.
A small physical wound, but a large emotional one.
Yeah.
That's damn right. But anyway, I haven't eaten the onion yet, but it's been growing really tall.
Yeah.
I'll post a pic on my Instagram.
Please.
But other than that, it's cool to watch a plant grow, and it's like, and you can also do it with parsley, cilantro, and it's kind of cool to be like, this isn't going in the fridge and going bad in a little bit. It's going to be on the top of my fridge, growing a little bit.
I think we're currently doing it with asparagus.
You can way. You can do it with asparagus.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it grows very much, but it keeps it fresh for longer.
Yeah. The green onion is growing. Not
those
showing.
things shoot right up.
Yeah, it's shooting
They
up.
shoot right up.
Although I don't know, there's probably like a point where it becomes like it tastes bad.
You
It doesn't
guys,
taste like green onion anymore.
We have a cauliflower in our garden.
No.
Yes.
Are you fucking
It's
me?
like a big ass bush, and then right in the center of it is like this little mound. It started small, but I haven't checked on it in a couple weeks. Checked on it this weekend. It's baseball size. It's like softball sized.
Whoa.
A big old cauliflower right in the center of this plant.
Damn.
It's cool.
Huh.
It's shocking.
I got
Things grow.
I got a cherry tree in my yard. It's almost ready to have all the cherries come out. But the
Can we have
squirrels,
cherries on Friday?
We're gonna have cherries on Friday. They should be ripe enough
You
by
have a
then.
cherry
But the
tree?
fucking squirrels
Oh,
and
they
the
like
birds also like cherries, and they're eating my crop.
Well, that's good though. That's how you get more cherry trees.
Listen.
They eat it, they swallow the pit, they fly away, they poop it out, new cherry tree.
Yeah, but I don't want someone else to have a cherry tree. I want my cherries to eat them.
Sure. Well, harvest those.
Listen
I'm
to
gonna.
this
They're
shit,
almost
though.
ready. But cherries don't ripen after they're picked. So you have
Oh,
to
really?
wait
You can't
till they're
dump
ready.
them in water and put them
Nope.
on your fridge?
You gotta wait.
whoa.
Once you pick them, that's what they are. So you have to wait until they're done. And every day I wait, the squirrels take some more.
Oh man.
So it's a real game.
We went strawberry picking this weekend.
Beautiful.
Adorable. I would recommend it. Everyone out there, look up your local farms. See if they offer tours and stuff. So fun.
Listen to this shit, and then we'll get you out of here.
Listeners, I know you got places
We're getting you the fuck
but
outta
spend
here.
another minute with
You
us.
turned
girl.
off your car 5 minutes ago. You're like, it's almost over. I'll just sit in my car.
One of the draws of our new house is we had all these fruit trees. We had a kumquat tree, 3 or 4 different types of oranges, a lemon, a lime, vibrant, beautiful, all these colors, all this citrus that I was gonna get down with. We move in, these fuckers picked every last piece.
They did that to
of
my
fruit.
house too.
I'm talking
No
like
way.
over 60 pieces of fruit.
would
Yeah,
do
they
that?
harvested
Hey,
it.
what are they gonna do with them?
What are they going to do with 60
Exactly.
oranges?
Yeah.
And now it takes like, for some of them, it could take up like 8 months for those to go.
Oh, it'd take a whole year.
So like my cherries, they grow in May.
Yeah.
That's when you'll get your cherries is right now.
So
and then I won't have
devastating.
cherries for the rest of the year.
fresh seasonal fruit.
We had peaches and other stuff in our yard too. And then we were visiting our house before we bought it. It was like, look at all this fruit. This is awesome. When we moved in, they harvested everything.
That sucks.
I get you take a couple
bitch.
for the road, but you're not going to eat all that. I know for a fact you're not going to eat all
gonna go
that
bad.
fruit.
Yeah.
Maybe they make lemon curd.
Maybe they bake lemon curd.
Can it?
Maybe
And
they
you can get a
bake
great
lemon.
recipe for that in the date night.
That's
cookbook.
true. Pre-order your copy today at datenightcookbook.com. We just found out we're #1 on Amazon in the cookbook category.
Yeah, holy. Do you have a holy guacamole recipe?
What's that?
Do you have a holy guacamole recipe?
No, but we do have a migas recipe and a halloumi fajitas recipe, which is I don't know if you know halloumi cheese. It's kind of a firmer cheese.
firm, it's salty.
delicious.
It's good.
Very savory, very spicy. But yeah, go to datenightcookbook.com. You can see all the different stores. We have independent booksellers. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, basically any place. It'll be in stores September 28th, but you can pre-order it right now.
5 of the books have a golden ticket allowing you to live with Ned. That's not true, but thanks for joining us on this episode of the TryPod. Hopefully, some of these amazing product recommendations will find their way into your life.
And if you have $30,000 for me to have a smart house, that would be great. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for Lana Condor's episode of Good Pleasures on Monday. Leave us a review, get the merch, all that stuff. Keith, hit us with the official TryPod theme song.
The Date Night Cookbook Fall in love with food again. Date night cookbook. It'll be your kitchen friend. You can read a recipe. You can make it for me. Please, Ned, have me over for dinner. It's a TryPod.
That was a good meal.
Until next time, stay beautiful.